This is a video where if you're seeking information or entertainment and feeling a little bit impatient, you probably won't like it because we're going to appreciate the pauses, the silence in between the words, just as much as the words themselves. Because part of what these words are aiming to point to is something which is truly all-inclusive. So the words aren't the point themselves, not exclusively, but they're trying to point to everything equally as a totality. And that includes the silence between the words. What we're opening up is a particular vigilance to the unchanging nature of isness, something that's truly ineffable, but hopefully some of these words can seem to do a better job at pointing to it or illuminating it than other words. Whenever you allow yourself to let go of this game of exclusivity, whenever you allow yourself to lose everything, all that remains is this mysterious familiarity, a complete contentment that you recognize has never actually gone anywhere, but was so often overlooked while you were playing that game of exclusivity, of reality needs to be this particular way. I need to be such and such a way. I need to know blah, blah, blah. When you let go of that neediness and you just allow whatever is here to be as it is without making a fuss about it, something very profound has the opportunity to dawn upon you when that openness is brought about. So we're truly including everything. Don't just focus on this video, this little box, or the words that are coming out. Look around. Pay attention to your full experience right now. Include all of it as one experience that seems to be happening. And include the one that seems to be including things as well. So the you that seems to be having an experience. That doesn't get excluded either. Even if in the ultimate sense, there is no absolute, stable, separate self, there can certainly appear to be a separate self. There can be the conviction that there is someone at the center of experience who knows the experience. That can seem to be the case. And so we're including that as well. Include the experience and include the absence of experience as well. So whatever is, it is what it is, but also include what is not. In this present moment, here and now, include the absence of what is. Even, now this is the real head trip, even include the tendency, the proclivity to exclude things. Isn't that a trip? Give yourself a break when you notice yourself falling into this game of exclusivity again, and just see it as conditioning. It's the way that the particular body is conditioned to respond. So include that as well. Even that doesn't need to change. And what I'm suggesting is that this radical all-inclusivity, this radical acceptance, is ultimately going to bring about this sense of a mysterious familiarity, something unchanging that often goes by unnoticed. And if unnoticing this unchanging nature of isness seems to happen, include that as well. Overlooking this presence of being, this ultimate ungraspability, overlooking it is also included. That's also it. Include the particular human body having its relative needs, and at the same time, see the unconditional needlessness of everything. So even that doesn't need to change. A body needs water, food, shelter to survive. The body wanting those things doesn't need to change. Just watch it unfold. But don't get too enroped into the story. And if you do, then you do. And this spaciousness or non-spaciousness is always accessible. In fact, it never really leaves. There are just moments where it's overlooked. And it can become instantly recognized without any process. Because it's not necessarily a new happening that requires a process. It's more so like an undoing. And have you ever noticed how you can destroy something much more quickly than the amount of time that it took to create it? You could think of it as the atonement, the undoing, or the annihilation. It's an instantaneous unhappening. That's this recognition of ineffable isness. This is the heaven within, even though there's not really a within or a without. It's only that whenever one is enroped into this game of exclusivity, that they can only hear it as if it's within. And then once it's fully recognized, it just becomes obvious that it's all inclusively everything. And so the very idea of an inner and outer as a reality just collapses.